Hey everyone, this is Ruth L. Snyder joining you from Bonnyville, Alberta, Canada. It is cold outside, but it's a great day to meet with you and tell you more about Twitter and Twitter Spaces. And today I would like to tell you about some of the advantages of using Twitter and Twitter Spaces to get clients and build your community. Get clients, build community is on a mission. Our mission is to bring inspiration and innovation to authors, coaches, and entrepreneurs around the world. Get clients, build community would like to introduce some of our services. We offer coaching packages, individual coaching or group coaching to help you get from dream to done. We also offer courses from book idea to first draft in 30 days. 5-day challenge and program. Turn Twitter into your lead generation machine using Twitter Spaces. Professional book formatting, providing you with publisher-ready files. Personalized marketing plan, a powerful plan to get clients and build community that suits your personality. We strive for excellence in everything we do, and it shows. If you're looking to write, publish, and/or profit from your books, we can help. Thanks for joining me today. As I mentioned, this is Ruth L. Snyder joining you from Bonnyville, Alberta, Canada, where it is minus 40 degrees today. I'm happy to be indoors talking to you instead of outdoors. I know some of you may be out on the beach or enjoying 27 or 30 degree weather where you are. It is minus 40 here. Maybe we can swap some weather back and forth and come to a more moderate climate. Wouldn't it be great if we could do that? Anyway, that's kind of off topic. Today I am here to talk to you about the advantages of using Twitter and Twitter Spaces. And I don't know if you know the recent stats about Twitter, but in 2021, in the second quarter, there were over 206 million daily users on Twitter. So if you want, as Brendan Kane says, 1 million followers or 2 million followers, get on Twitter and start communicating with people there so that you can grow your audience. It's a great place to meet people. It's known as the lounge of marketing. So it's a great informal place. People are more laid back and relaxed and willing to have conversations and find out more about you. And so I find it's a great place to find people that may be looking for what I have to offer. And I don't have to be pushy about what I'm selling, because if it's a good fit, then they will take up the offer and be excited that I was there to meet that need for them. And isn't that what marketing is all about? Is building those relationships, building those connections. It's not just about getting clients, it's about building community, supporting people, being there and offering what you uniquely are gifted to offer. So whether you are an author looking for readers, or a coach looking for clients, or an entrepreneur looking to grow and expand your business, Twitter and Twitter Spaces are a great place for you to hang out. One thing that I really appreciate about Twitter is that not only is it more informal, but the audience on Twitter is more global. I don't know if you are on other social media sites where most of your followers are from close to where you live, or if they're not close, like I live in Alberta, so many of my followers are from Alberta or from Canada or from the United States. But I find when I go on Twitter or Twitter Spaces, people are on there from all over the world. They are from Australia and the United Kingdom and Africa, whether it's South Africa or Zimbabwe or the Sudan or the United Arab Emirates or Europe, there are people from all over the world, and they are looking to make connections too. They are looking for information. They are looking to be entertained and amused. So if you have that to offer them, they will be happy to interact with you. The other thing that I really appreciate about Twitter is that it happens in real time. So whether you are just posting tweets or whether you are in Twitter Spaces hosting a Twitter space where it's kind of like a room and people come in and have conversations, it all happens in real time. And yes, tweets are there and people can go back and search for tweets, but there are so many tweets happening. I mean, when you have 206 million people on Twitter every day, there are lots of tweets happening. And so yes, hashtags help because then people can search specific topics that they're interested in. And if you have a unique topic or hashtag that people follow, that makes it easier for them to find your content. But the advantage of having real-time conversations is if you have a question that you want to ask your audience, if you're thinking of developing new content, or you want to offer a new course or a new product, or you have a brand new book that's coming off the shelves, you are able to go on Twitter and you can ask questions. There is also a poll feature on Twitter, and you can ask your question, and then you can give several options, and you can even have another option, and then ask people to specify in their tweet, in their reply, what the other stands for. So it's a great way to have conversations and to gather information. It's also a great way to just share news that's coming out. And I know I was talking to a friend on Twitter who is from the Sudan but lives in the United States now. And he was saying that for the political situation that is happening in the Sudan, Twitter has been a great way to communicate because people are able to get on Twitter when they can't get on their local landline and have a conversation with somebody across the city. So there are many different ways that you can connect through Twitter. And like I mentioned, as people that are wanting to help other people, we shouldn't just be wanting to get clients, but we should want to build that community. And I don't know how much you know about Twitter Spaces, but like I said, it's kind of like having a room at a conference, and you invite people into your room. And sometimes people are not even your followers, and they find your Twitter space and they come in. As the host, you are able to have up to 2 co-hosts who join you and help organize the room and make sure that things are kept orderly. You are also able to have up to 10 speakers who have microphone access. Otherwise, people are just in the room as listeners, kind of like if you're attending a conference and sitting and listening. But because you have up to 10 people who are able to speak, you can ask them a direct question. Say, hey, Steve, thanks for joining us today. I'm wondering how you are finding Twitter Spaces helpful in your business. And then Steve has an opportunity right then and there to share his answer. And after Steve shares, you can say, hey, Sarah, what do you think of what Steve shared? Or what do you have to add to the conversation? And I have had some really robust conversations on Twitter Spaces, and I'm looking forward to experimenting even more and finding out more ways of being strategic about using Twitter Spaces, because we don't have time as entrepreneurs to sit on social media all day. But at the same time, if we can use it strategically to get clients and build our community, it can be an effective tool to add to our toolbox so that we can get clients and build that community that we need. The other thing that I really appreciate about Twitter is that people are sorting through the information all the time, and I probably won't make direct sales per se on Twitter, but I'm able to build those relationships. So I might follow somebody and then they follow me back, and then I find something that's interesting in their content and I might reply to that, and they reply to me, and we have kind of a mini conversation. And then if I'm hosting a Twitter space, I could invite them to that Twitter space. And as a host, you can schedule the Twitter space up to 2 weeks before the space happens. And you can direct message anyone who's following you with that information. And you can ask them to share it to their followers so that your reach is multiplied. And then you can also, once the Twitter space starts, you can ask people to tweet out some information about the Twitter space so that people that are on Twitter at the time that the space is happening also are aware of the space and are able to join in the conversation. So as you can see, there are many, many advantages to using Twitter and Twitter spaces. And I hope that you have as much fun and are as successful with Twitter and Twitter spaces as I have been. I want to invite you to come join me on Facebook, January 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, 5 days. I will be offering a free Facebook challenge to help you get on Twitter and Twitter spaces and use Twitter as your lead generation machine. I am so excited to help you get clients and grow your business and build your community. So join me. You'll find the link below. I'm going to cover basic tips to help make sure that your account is set up properly. We are going to have opportunities for interaction with one another. We're going to have live Q&A sessions. I am going to take you on to Twitter Spaces so that you can experience Twitter Spaces in the audience. And I will even help somebody become co-hosts with me so that you can experience that piece if you'd like. So I hope that you will join me. Again, the link is below. Go sign up, and we will see you on January 10th. This is Ruth L. Snyder from Get Clients, Build Community. I look forward to seeing you on January 10th.